Hello, it's Power here with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Retro Morphin Power Rangers Ninjor. Yeah, so this is an oddity for me. I'm actually covering a Power Rangers toy outside of the main line from Hasbro. Because they finally did something I would get. It's not Lightning Collection, but it's at least something not from the main toy line. So basically, a quick gist is that Hasbro is doing their own reinterpretations of the Automorphin line, which the first wave consisted of red, black, blue, and pink, while the second wave consisted of yellow, green, white, and Ranger Slayer. Yellow and Ranger Slayer are at my Walmart. I don't care for them because the Walmart exclusive is indeed Ninjor, which obviously in Cocker Ranger is Ninja Man, to which they actually did a pretty nice job at actually replicating his entire gimmick. So you can change Ninja Man from, Ninja Man to Samurai Man. I don't know if these names are accurate for Ninjor, because obviously I haven't seen MMPR. I've only seen Cocker Ranger, because I don't think it's Ninja Mode and Attack Mode. That seems really wrong for me. But I really like, obviously the retro style packaging is pretty neat. It's actually cool they have this, because this is Bandai property. But yeah, so let's get straight to opening this, as you just simply cut this and rip the back card. Weep. So here we have Ninjor out of his box, and as you can see, for the most part, he's accurately represented and such, with his blockiness and such. Obviously, gold paint's where it's needed. He's just majorly blue. All the paint that's needed is actually here and such. So, maybe I don't know, visor looks kind of off, but other than that, I think they did a good job at replicating Ninjor. So, size comparison with a normal, basic figure, because I don't have lightning. He is a bit taller than, most of the Rangers, which is accurate, because I think that was the case. It's been a while since I watched Cocker Ranger. But, articulation-wise, rotation all the way with the arm, which is interestingly a ratchet. Okay. He can rotate his hand all the way through. He cannot move his arm out, and no leg articulation. However, he has feet articulation, but that's mostly because he was packaged like this within the box. So he doesn't have as much articulation, but I think the hand articulation is neat at best, because I think the whole point of the retro morph line was that it was supposed to add articulation to the Rangers, but obviously with Ninjor they can't really do that. So obviously in this mode you can simply just pull the sword out of his sheath to give him his sword, and then just simply slide it in like so. So now Ninjor has his sword, and obviously this is out of the box, which this is also nicely detailed. They even painted the bottom, which is neat. And obviously taking that sword out, it's kind of difficult. He has a tight grip. So obviously you just simply slot it back in and plug it back here. So that's obviously essentially it for this main mode. So
to obviously switch him into his, I don't know what's called in MMPR, but obviously to change Ninja Man into Samurai Man. Obviously, what I typically do is just swing this down. I think they want you to remove it, but I just keep it down here. So obviously you want to grab this area and simply press it down until his head swaps to the Samurai Man face, and then you want to lift up the shoulder pads and then drop these down, and then obviously just give him the sword back, because technically in this mode, and you can tell just like his arms are kind of at an angle when you turn them. So technically at this mode, as I don't know why I struggle. So, okay, so you give him the sword. However, he's supposed to, you're supposed to peg, or you're supposed to like, tab the hilt to the bottom of the sword to create like a naginata of some kind. But you can't do that because this is too big. So you're kind of just left with this kind of sticking around. You can forcibly stick this in the other hand with, again, you can just force it somehow. I don't know how. So like this. But like other than that, you kind of have to either leave this to the side or just simply put it back. Like other than that, like, but for the most part, this formation again is like accurately done, because obviously it was just mostly gray, and the articulation remains, like nothing has changed. Obviously you can't, unlike the MMPR Rangers, you can't rotate the head. But other than that, like, they did a good job with, like, just replicating this really well and such. So, you can obviously just form it back, just simply swap it back like so. I'm just going to take the sword out of his hand. Oh. And I guess I accidentally put that upside down. Yeah, this thing really likes falling out, but, it's just pretty fun just to, like, sit here and just, like, swap his head. Because it is a very fluent motion. Because, this is my first time experiencing this type of toy, or this type of gimmick, and it's very, like, fluid. Obviously, I don't have Bandai's authenticity, but, like, it's just, like, fun just to, like, see how this works exactly. Just to, like, hold this back and just do this yourself. But, it's fun. Like, obviously, the compartment here is gigantic because it needs to cover the back. But other than that, that had to do with this review. It's not, I apologize for just not really, going much into it. But, like, honestly, I think it's, like, it's a good, like, miniaturized version of Ninjor. And obviously, because I'm a big fan of Kaku Ranger, because it's my favorite Sentai, like, it's just finally nice to actually see something of MMPR Season 3 actually getting released. Like, just for, like, a miniaturized version of essentially what the, DX version of Ninjor was. Like, this is perfect. Like, it really is. Like, you can argue for more articulation, but, like, honestly, I think it's, like, fine for what it is. Like, yes, like, you can't, these parts, I think for the original, toy, like, actually had switches to flip these up, and then you, like, pressed something down for these to slide and such, but other than that, like, I don't really mind the fact that you have to do everything else on them, like, by yourself, if as long as they kept the main head swapping thing. And, like, this was just a perfect candidate to be in the Retromorph line, just because, like, it makes sense. Like, Ninjor does have that gimmick. And plus, I think they technically made him because of the popularity of the Automorphin figures and such. But yeah, like, I do heavily recommend this figure. It's weird. But obviously I should note this is a Walmart exclusive, and this is like $2 more than the typical Retromorph, so it's like $12. Oh well, it's worth it. I thought that this was going to be a lot harder to find, but the last time I went to Walmart, for like 4 of these were stocked. So I'm like, wow, Walmart, you actually have your exclusives up. So yeah, that'll have to do with this review. So this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people. Bye.